Hi, welcome back. I've made this lovely card today and I'm going to show you how I've made it. I've used the mini tag die set, 21 dies in this set. So I've cut out 3 of the tags and I've just done a sentiment on the computer and cut them out with the tags. And then with the small one, I've done the 3 hearts. Lovely die set, $5.99. Of course, it's from Craftaddictionuk. Use my affiliate coupon code susan5 for an extra 5% off, and I'll leave everything in the description. So let's get on with it. And I just want to test out some inks. So I've just popped down some Distress Oxide Faded Jeans, Marina Mist, and then some Pacific Point I've picked up. I'm going to spritz those with some water and just dab it on with my finger, just on this piece of scrap card. And I'm wanting to test it out because this card is for a 65th wedding anniversary. Wowzers, 65 years. And it's blue sapphire, apparently, 65 years. So I'm just testing out these inks, how they're going to go together. Deepening it up just with some bubble wrap straight onto that faded jeans. And I'm going to go with that. So I'm going to get a larger piece and then just do the same onto this. And these are going to be my flowers. Just do my floral arrangements. So as you can see, I'm not being careful. I'm not doing it in any particular way. Just dabbing down on the flat of my finger, the colours, mixing them up. Add in more water if you need to. And I do want to leave a little white showing. So I'm getting the faded jeans with my bubble wrap, just going straight onto the pad, just to get some dark tones into it. And don't think, oh, it don't look really that good at the minute, but have faith in what you're doing. So I'm going to clear away. And I've just put a little bit more of that light blue on. And drying it. Now I've got a hairdryer that I use just in my craft room. And I find that if I dry it with a hairdryer instead of my heat tool, it doesn't warp the card. So I've cut my flowers out, and I'm using a Spellbinders set called Be Bold Blooms. So I've cut all my foliage and my flowers. The stems I've cut out of silver mirror card. And I find this is the easiest way just to pick it up. So just put in my bead of glue onto those stems and then picking the leaf up off the mat. And that's the easy way to do it. There's no mess. And it looks really effective. And I'm going to do the same with this one. Put a bead of glue on the back. And then pick those petals up. Thanks for my new subscribers. Please keep subscribing. If you're watching and you've not subscribed, please subscribe. It's totally free. It does help my channel to grow as well. So I've got a sponge mat and I'm going to just give these flowers a little shaping with a ball tool. And all I'm doing is pressing down in the centre. Now this card, it's a special order, and I did make a similar card for this lady a few months ago, and that one was a pink card she asked for. So this time she wanted the similar card again, but for a 65th wedding anniversary for her parents. What an achievement. So I'm just doubling up those numbers with the silver mirror. I've just put white on the back. And I've cut silver centres for the flowers. With the large ones, I'm going to pop them onto a foam pad. I'm just placing that on. And don't they look transformed? Just that pop of silver against the blues. Giving that a little bit of shape. And then with the smaller ones, I'm just going to pop a bead of glue in the centre. Lovely. I love those florals. So I'm going to bring in my decoration and the silver mirror. This is from a tattered lace dye. It's called Decorative Circles. And then the white part is a Tonic Studio dye, and I've had them a long time and I don't know what it's called, but it is a beautiful set. And because it's going onto the mirror, I'm just putting double-sided tape onto that one. So just popping it into the centre. That silver just makes it look extra special. So I brought my panel in, and this measures 6.5 squared. Getting that centred. Then I can start to build up my decoration. So I'm having a dummy run with the flowers. I always have a dummy run before I make my final decision. Popping my numbers on. I'm going to put the numbers on first. And just placing that down. If you do get any finger marks or anything onto your mirror card, if you've got some essential oils and a cotton bud, you can just dab it in onto the essential oil, rub it onto the mirror card, and it cleans any residue off for you. And you can give it a buff up with some paper towel if you'd like. So just doing my arrangement around those numbers. Then I'm going to glue it down. And all you need with this glue, which is the Nouveau Deluxe glue, what you get with the Precision Glue Press, it's a quick grab glue, no messing. If you haven't joined my Facebook group, it's called Susan Creates. It's a private group. You can add your makes. It doesn't matter what brand you use. It's as long as you've made it, you can post it. It's a nice, friendly group. And of course, I'll leave everything in the description box as well. So if you press the More button, everything will be there for you, including the link to Craft Addiction UK. Regarding the mini tags, I do want to say that these mini tags are out of stock, but they should be coming back by the end of the week. And as always, I will let you know about the stock as soon as they land and we can get them onto the website for you. So, of course, I've cut the leaves out of the silver mirror as well. Just arranging the placement of the leaves before I put those in. Yeah, I think that's nice. So getting the glue, just a bead of glue on the back. Of course, this is an extra special card, isn't it? And just tucking that one in. Beautiful, absolutely beautiful. So I'm going on to the tags. So all I did was I did the sentiments on the computer and then layered the tag die onto it. Now obviously you can't see what you're doing. It was a little bit hit and miss, but in general I'm really happy how that placement went. So I've got my nylon thread, just threading those 3 tags through. So I've got happy 65th anniversary on one of them, mum and dad on the other, and then the embossed hearts on the 3rd small one. So I'm going to tie that in a knot. Just helping out with the tweezers. And pulling the knot as far down as I can get it. Trimming that excess off. And you can always trim it again if there's too much later. Now with the other piece, I'm going to double that up, cut it off and do a double bow. Trimming those tails. Now I know a lot of people have asked me about this nylon thread. It's 0.6 millimeters, this thread. I get mine from the local haberdashery, but you can get them from eBay, Amazon, any place like that you can get the thread from. So just popping those tags into place just with a bead of glue. And then putting that bow on. I'm going to hold that for a second. Lovely. I just love those tags. So I've brought in my base card, which is 7.5 squared, and I've decided I'm going to put some decoration on the top left and bottom right. So I'm going to get my inks, and I'm just getting the Marina Mist and the Pacific Point. No, it's not. I'm getting the Faded Jeans. Just giving it a spritz. And because I've got my tags there, I'm just going to be extra careful when I pop the ink down. So I'm being mindful of those tags. So I've got the bubble wrap and going into the ink and just doing some dabbing movements on that bottom right. Going into the Faded Jeans. And then the other opposite corner. So I'm doing that on the base and on the panel. So cleaning away. And I'm wiping my hands. Deciding to put it on to double-sided foam tape. So just taking these backings off part way around the edge. Going to line it up. And then pull the tabs. Now I'm going to carry on and finish this whole card with you. I've done the sentiment, which I've computer generated for the back of the card. I'm going to pop some glue on the back, place it flat onto the work surface, making sure the bottom's level, the tops are level, and that is how I make my 10-fold cards. So, you know, I do a stability base in the middle, so always 4 inches by whatever wide card you're making. So scoring it 1/2, 2 and 3.5. Going to fold and burnish those score lines. And these are your gluing tabs. So you can either pop glue on the gluing tabs and the folded edge goes to the front of your card. But I'm going to put glue on the actual front of my card. But you could put it on the gluing tab, making sure the folded edge is towards the front of the card, then giving it a burnish. So I'm going to fold that and burnish, putting glue on the other edge, folding it down and giving it a little press, and then you can give it a good burnish afterwards. Now doing it this way with the stability base, it's not going to fall over, it's neat, it's lovely for your mantle. So that's my finished card. I hope you've liked it. Like and subscribe. I'll leave everything I've used in the description. Press the more button. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you again soon.